G'day chat, I'm Bored, and today we're going over the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2024 evolved version from Godzilla X Kong New Empire. So, first things first, just looking at the fella, he does look very nice. When you can get him posed up, good. That's a bit of a hint for how this review is going to go. He poses pretty nice sometimes. If you spend enough time with it, you can sometimes get him into some cool looking poses. I've pretty much given up on trying to make him look cool. He does look cool, the design looks very nice, but it's just something about this figure's posability, I just don't like it. He is a little bit more posable than some of the other figures, like at his legs. His legs are a lot more posable, but he just doesn't feel right in the hands. There's something about it that just doesn't feel right. We'll go over why I think that is. But we'll first go over his, normal posability. There goes his neck. There goes his hands. No hands. You've been de-handed because you're a fucking nuisance cunt. So, all the way up, all the way down at the neck. With the chest, you can get him to look down a lot more, but that does sort of break the mold. It will look sort of strange. Oh god, oh my god, I'ma shoot you in the nowhere. That's all the way up with the sort of chest engaging. Looking at the shoulders, the arms, bit of a swivel. These are all ball joints. If you've ever owned any SH Monsterarts, you know how they pose, how their arms sort of are built. That's as straight as it goes, which is a lot straighter than a lot of the other Godzillas, especially this design of Godzilla. Gets a lot straighter arms. It's the full crunch of his... That's the full crunch, but you do get mold breaking and stuff like that, so probably the best to keep them up there. You do have a bit of side to side on it because they're all just ball joints. I think the entire thing is just a ball joint construction, like most SH Monsterarts are. That's as straight as his leg gets. Oh my god! Everything about these figures just want to come apart. Just about as straight as it goes. Come on. That's as far as it bends. Kick forward. That's your kick back. You do get a pretty good spread. Going into spread. You do have these little gunt guards, I guess you'd call it, or like side guards in the legs, so it doesn't break the mold as bad. And then to the tail, ball joints all along here, all the way to the tip here. Even these parts are separated and segmented, as you can see. So, do have quite a range of motion with the tail, which you'd hope for out of a Godzilla figure. Very nice, but just not my favorite figure. Well, we've got a pretty good angle on him. Let's see if I can zoom in, get his eyes. As you can see, he's got that semi sort of gold in his eyes. His mouth doesn't like to open that wide. It's as wide as it opens, and it doesn't like to shut either. Will open slowly, and he does also. Let me slip a little tool in there. Have tongue posability, like all the other SH Figuarts sort of figures do. But, tongue posability is nice if his mouth would close. So yeah, most of the figure is painted very nice. You do have some bits of I think that's overspray, but it might just be glow effect. But then you get down to the toes, and those are just badly painted. Especially this side, they've just overpainted some of it. It's all blobby, looks a bit weird. Just not one of my favorite designs. It's a nice design. I guess he does look a bit thin. It does make him look really malnourished. I much prefer the sort of stockier center. Maybe just give him a wider base, wider top along here. might have made him look a lot stronger. But yeah, the design on this figure just doesn't look the best, because it just doesn't, I don't know. I haven't got the higher one, so maybe the higher one is better. I know the higher Godzilla X Kong looks way better than the SH Figure Arts one, but when I saw photos, their promotional photos of their evolved version of Godzilla, I just didn't like it as much. This one, the SH Monsterarts, looked like it posed a lot nicer, but you know, promotional material and all, sometimes you get duped by that sort of stuff. While we're talking about it, promotional stuff, you get hands. There's normal sort of resting hands, and then you do also get 2 reaching hands, and that's it. No effects, nothing else beyond that. You know, a basic SH Figure Arts figure. I wish they would have given him an effect part, but you know, it doesn't look the best. I know this is going to be a short video. It's just because I only just recently got him. Maybe his design will grow on me more. I look at it, and the more I pose around with it. But I've had him for about a week. I've been trying to get him to pose nice, trying to get him to do cool poses, but a lot of it is just like low stancing. Yeah, so very low stancing on him, but I don't know. I don't like it as much. Not as much as, you know. Let's grab this figure, the SH Figure Arts 2023, I think, 2022 version. I've got the special beam effect version. There is an issue with this guy, but I'll do a review of him soon. You fucking tail bastard, fuck. But yeah, no, this design just looks nicer. I know it doesn't have as like posable like legs, but like the bulky sort of design he's got, it just looks a lot nicer. He's got that wide sort of monstrous stance. It makes it look like an actual beast, and then you compare it to that. His head looks a lot more monstrous. Maybe swap the heads over, maybe do some things like that. Like, there is good parts about this design, and there are good parts about this design, but this design on the figures, it's just not as well. I can't pose it as well. Where with this one, I can do, like, it makes, I don't know what it is about the difference in these designs or way they pose, because with this guy, he's not as, you know, posable, but he just feels a lot nicer in the hands. His poses make him look beefy and monstrous and like a weight. This guy just looks like he's got giant holes in him. Everything wants to fall apart when you handle him. Oh, my lights! Let there be light, he said. And then you've also got the this Godzilla as well, Millennium Godzilla, I think 2000 Millennium. This one is one of my favorite SH Monsterarts designs, at least. He's got that, you know, you know, they all have these bloody issues with their arms, though. This is making me want to do a mega review of them at this point, but since I've got most of them here, but nah, I'll finish with him. But yeah, this guy just looks nicer. His tail's a lot longer. He looks cooler. I just don't fuck with this one as much. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I'm gonna have him posed up somewhere, and hopefully eventually I'll either learn to like the figure or get a good pose that I will never remove him from. But yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend buying this one. I'd probably recommend going for the Higher Toys one. They have a better track record with the Godzilla X Kong movies. I know the Kong looks a lot nicer. It looks a lot nicer than the SH Figure Arts one. But you know, I've already got this one. Probably won't buy the higher one, just in case it is also trashed. But thanks for watching, guys. Any critiques, anything, leave in the comments. Like and comment if you want, subscribe if you'd like. I'm going to try to do that in more videos. But, you know, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.